Okay. Bite-wing radiographs, as we all know, they are very important in, in detection of early incipient caries and the early periodontal disease. What you need in the bite-wing radiograph is that you need the upper and lower crowns of teeth shown, well separated, no overlapping. The roots are not needed in this type of radiograph. So there is a holder, as we said, which is completely yellow. There is no brown or green here, and it differs that the bite tag is actually in the middle. So if you want to do a bite-wing radiograph for the posterior teeth, this is, of course, the film is placed horizontally. However, there are bite-wing holders, bite-wing sensor holders with the film being placed vertically. We don't have it. Usually the color is white or beige. But the one we have is a horizontal one for the posterior teeth. So again, you place your sensor with the exposure side facing the ring always, and you put it down or you slide it in the slot, and you have to also take care of the line over here with the arrow. You just align the inferior border of the film with the arrow or with the line. But there is a difference here. See, there is here written size 0 / or \1, and there is number 2 here. So if your film is small, like for a child, then you're going to align your small size 0 or size 1 sensor with this line. But if you're using a larger sensor or a larger film, that is a size 2 film, then like this one, see? Then what you're going to do is that you're going to slide your sensor so that it will be aligned with line number 2. So you extend it all the way down. Number 2. While for number 1, the smaller size sensors, you're going to slide it with line number 0 or 1. Either way, whether you're using size 1 or size 2, your film placement should be even in this way. This means that you don't slide your sensor to the side or the other side. So you will place it always with the line, and it will be completely supported, or it will have full support. So you don't have, when the patient bites on the bite tab, you will have equal coverage. Okay. This fits for every side, just like with the anterior. It fits for the upper and lower, right and left. Okay. So, provided that this is always extending outside. So, if you want the premolars section, premolars, upper and lower, this is what you do. Premolars, down, and then you ask the patient to bite. Again, I will utilize the use of a cotton roll. I want the premolars, okay? Premolars in the middle, and then you will ask the patient to bite. And this is how you direct your beam. You just simply align the PID with the ring aligner. If you want the posterior teeth, then the procedure is the same, with one difference, is that instead of placing the premolars biting, we will place just like with the posterior teeth, we will utilize the second molar. Okay? So it will be in the middle. Okay, second molar. So I will have all the molars shown, and then you will ask the patient to bite on the bite tab, just to increase the stability and help in taking the. See? Sorry. See? Second molar by cutting row. And ask your patient to bite. This is for the right side, premolars and molars. For the left side, see what I'm going to do? Here it will be difficult for the patient because this is extending back. So what you do? This is always outside the oral cavity. Okay? Premolars. Outside. And molars. Second molar biting. And align your beam to be with that of the ring. And you do your X-ray. Of course, make sure that the patient is biting so that the two teeth, the crowns of the upper and the lower teeth will be shown. One problem that we always see in when we do a radiograph, bite wings radiograph, this is wrong. See, this is extending backwards, so you flip it on the other way. Is that we place it midway. It's when you do a bite wing radiograph, you should do two sets of radiographs. One for the premolars, where the premolars are biting on the top, and another one for the molars, where the second molar is there. Okay, mix between premolars and molars. You will definitely miss one surface, either the distal of the mesial of the 4 or the distal of the 7. So always make two radiographs, one for the premolars in the middle, okay, another one for the molars, second molar in the middle. And the same for, see what I will do, flip, so this will extend out, and then again, one premolars, second for the molars. Okay, whether it's a size 1 or a size 2, whether it's an adult or a child patient, it's always the same.